new grind. I got a question for you. Are you living life, or is life living you? How bad do you want to be successful? Are you ready to level up in life? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you sick of being average? I ask you again, are you living life, or is life living you? Less than unstoppable, the international world tour. Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, coming to a city near you. I'll be teaching a 4-hour, life-changing seminar on the art of greatness. Arise, champion. Every city will sell out. Get your tickets now. This year we're taking this thing global. 27 cities, Toronto, London, Paris, Rome. We're coming to impact 1 billion people. If you are serious about success, be at one of these events. Get your tickets now at blessedandunstoppable.com. Average is a deadly, rapid spreading disease. This plague is responsible for killing the aspirations and dreams of millions. Now here's the truth. You are vulnerable to picking up this disease merely by being in the room with it. Beware of who's around you. You see, once this disease enters one area of your life, it will continue to grow and expand until it consumes your whole being. Its purpose is to mate and procreate with your mind in order to give birth to mediocrity. Just look around. Every corner of the earth is infected with it. This pandemic has spread. It crawls its way into your thinking, down into your genes, and if not addressed, will be handed down to the next generation. The vaccine, the cure for average, is to address the thinking that gives birth to it. Most of the world is successful. I mean, very successful. But you see, they're successful at being average. Mediocrity has no place in the life of a champion. The only thing a champion is at peace with failing at is mediocrity. Now you say you want to be successful. And I ask you this question, how bad do you want it? The world doesn't care what you say, they care what you do. Action is direct evidence of a corresponding mindset. Everything else is circumstantial. If you were on trial right now for wanting to be successful, would you be convicted? Is there enough evidence in your life, enough action in your life, enough proof in your life that a jury of 12 would convict you of trying to be successful? This is not about competition. This is about being a good steward of the talents and abilities that God gave you. You were made in the image of the Creator, and there's nothing about the Creator that's average. There's nothing about the Creator that's mediocre. There's nothing about the Creator that's lukewarm. The Creator is greatness, and that greatness is on the inside of you. Now for you to step into that greatness, you gotta get to the point in life where anything mediocre, anything average makes you sick. You've been reading about success, posting quotes about success, watching success on TV, but nothing is going to change in your life until you make a decision to stop being average. You want to go to the next level? You got to align your actions with the principles that govern promotions. Any reason, any excuse, any circumstance that allows you to justify being average or being mediocre is an absolute lie. The truth is, in life, you can only go as far as your mind and your grind will carry you. Most people are too comfortable with being good to ever be great. Some sit passively by waiting to discover themselves, while others go out aggressively and create themselves. Stop being average. Warning, videos by Billy Alsbrooks do cause side effects. And those side effects are champions being born, dreams being realized, the weak becoming strong, weight loss, victory over unbelievable odds, incredible comeback stories, the sick being healed, marriages being restored, victory over all forms of addiction, job promotions, average people becoming millionaires, warriors becoming blessed and unstoppable. These videos will motivate and inspire you to take action. Warning, your faith is now being increased to the level it takes to move mountains. Arise, champion. I'm Billy Alsbrooks and I approve this message. I got a question for you. Are you willing to let go of the person that you are now in order to become the champion of life that you could be? I refuse to settle, I ain't coming in second. Global ambitions, young and restless, laser focused, drive relentless, married to the dream, I ain't got no mistress. I refuse to settle, got me lusting for better, chasing greatness, and I'm about to get her. The world is mine, but I'm dreaming bigger. Destiny's a model, and I'm dancing with her. I refuse to settle. I refuse to settle. Now everybody say, you can't stop me, never ever stop me. 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 To unleash the full creative powers of God's law of attraction, we must first cultivate a place of mental stillness. The word says, be still and know that I am God. This state of mental consciousness is fully aware and lives in the present without the bondage of past experiences. Now to do this, we must unlearn what we think we know about the world and establish within ourselves the ideal state of creativity. As creators, we must undress mentally and rid ourselves of all the false beliefs that project the illusions of limitations. This process requires us to destroy all traces of our former undesired life and return to the state of nothingness. Pablo Picasso said, every act of creation begins with an act of destruction. To go to that next level, we must unlearn this level. We must destroy that thinking. I refuse to settle, I ain't coming in second. Global ambitions, young and restless, laser focused, drive relentless, married to the dream, I ain't got no mistress. I refuse to settle, got me lusting for better, chasing greatness, and I'm about to get her. The world is mine, but I'm dreaming bigger. Destiny's a model, and I'm dancing with her. I refuse to settle. Now the word of God says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You see, a success mindset ascends to an awareness above the limitations of one's environment, body, and time, and sees the world from a higher awareness. That's Christ consciousness. You see, thinking that derives from this level of mindset can intentionally create grand outcomes at will. Decisions ignite the explosion of change. Decide what it is that you want in life and then envision it in your mind. Now remember, there's a difference between envisioning success from the point of view of who you are now, than envisioning success from the viewpoint of who you must become to actually make it a reality. The first viewpoint is merely entertaining a fairy tale wish mentally, whereas the second viewpoint is the true art of creation. It is walking in the power. Your thinking and actions are constantly procreating to give birth to your destiny. Your mind is the womb of your future. Your thinking is the factory of life. My question for you is, what product are you producing? Your thinking conceives the dream. But for a dream to come alive, one must have absolute conviction that it will. And to waver the slightest in belief is to put that dream in jeopardy of abortion. I refuse to settle, I ain't coming in second. Global ambitions, young and restless, laser focused, drive relentless, married to the dream, I ain't got no mistress. I refuse to settle, got me lusting for better, chasing greatness, and I'm about to get her. The world is mine, but I'm dreaming bigger. Destiny's a model, and I'm dancing with her. I refuse to settle. I refuse to settle. Now everybody say, you can't stop me, never ever stop me. 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 For the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. Now to go through the door of the next level, we must become fearless. Nelson Mandela said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Your future is too important to be held hostage by fear. Nobody ever won the game of life playing timid and scared. The world belongs to the bold. The rest are just spectators. That next level requires you to be fearless. The only thing you should ever fear in life is not living up to your potential, not giving your all. What should scare you is living a life of mediocrity, getting up every day and choking on average. I refuse to settle, I ain't coming in second. Global ambitions, young and restless, laser focused, drive relentless, married to the dream, I ain't got no mistress. I refuse to settle, got me lusting for better, chasing greatness, and I'm about to get her. The world is mine, but I'm dreaming bigger. Destiny's a model, and I'm dancing with her. I refuse to settle. Now that next level success requires this. You have to slow your mind down and examine every single thought. You gotta stop running on autopilot and examine every thought and hold it to a standard of excellence. Hold it to a standard of greatness. Hold it to a standard that will produce the kind of life that you are dreaming. Each level that you want to climb on the success ladder requires a different standard. Ray Kroc said, the quality of a leader is reflected in the standards that they set for themselves. The identity that you have adopted right now is the standard that you are holding yourself to when no one else is looking. Great leaders, great champions hold themselves to the highest standard imaginable. They put their own standard in place first, and then they demand every single person around them arise to that level. Quarantine yourself from mediocrity. I refuse to settle, I ain't coming in second. Global ambitions, young and restless, laser focused, drive relentless, married to the dream, I ain't got no mistress. I refuse to settle, got me lusting for better, chasing greatness, and I'm about to get her. The world is mine, but I'm dreaming bigger. Destiny's a model, and I'm dancing with her. I refuse to settle. Distorted illusions in self-induced comas, chaotic nightmares, unaware of ourselves, living a lie. So much untapped potential. Strangers to truth, loyal slaves of ignorance. We are but mere prey in the jaws of limitation. Deranged assumptions, swallowed by emptiness. Lost wandering souls, hunted by scarcity. Confused by our reflection, the foreign, non-familiar. Sons of greatness, ignorant of our bloodline. We are but mere prey in the jaws of limitation. Small box living, strangled by our thinking, false realities, sleepwalking in lower dimensions, days of fog, randomness with no intentions, thieves of potential, seeking to destroy our identity. We are but mere prey in the jaws of limitation, crying for help. Our spirits long to awaken. We die slow instead, adopted by the blind. Actors on stage, portraying fictional characters of our own invention. Distorted illusions in self-induced comas. We are but mere prey in the jaws of limitation. Strangled by distorted illusions in self-induced comas. Chaotic nightmares unaware of ourselves. Living a lie, so much untapped potential. Strangers to truth, loyal slaves of ignorance. We are but mere prey in the jaws of limitation. It is time that we return to the unlearned and to step into our greatness. I refuse to settle. This is Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable. This is Motivational on. Welcome to the Louvre, and to God be the glory. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon. The struggle is real, but you know you were meant for more. That dream that's on the inside of you just won't shut up, 'cause you know you were meant for more. You've always been different. They never understood you. They've always doubted you, 'cause you're different. But you know something that they don't know. You know, to be successful, you cannot follow the masses. You gotta be different. And you are bold enough to be you. You've always been different. Success ain't for everybody. B7U Clothing. Wear your identity.